one of the inserts in your bulletin. Proverbs is generally considered to be a collection of ethical sayings or moral instructions written to teach young people such as Zoe and Samantha, Hunter, and Kaylee how to make good decisions, how to be wise and perceptive and discerning. Parts of this ancient text were possibly authored by King Solomon himself, who is known as one of the wisest men who ever lived. Zoe has selected her passage from Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6, which reads, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not rely on your own insight. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths." Personally, I am very thankful for the God-given wisdom of our gifted young people here at Swedona, including Zoe and Kaylee and Samantha and Hunter, who as new members of the church will get to share their wisdom and their understanding with all of us. And in return, they will also benefit from the wisdom of us adults, I think, I hope. In this way, we are all blessed, adults and youth and children alike, as we learn and grow in discipleship together. We are all God's children, aren't we? I recently listened to an interview with a young woman named Adora Svitak, who was already a published author. Can you imagine this? A published author at age 4. And who also gave a recorded public speech called a TED Talk to a national audience at age 12. Her talk was entitled, "What Adults Can Learn from Kids." That's a good question, isn't it? What adults can learn from kids. Adora is now 18 and she's a college freshman, but she continues to reflect on the wisdom that children offer us. She says, quote, "Every time I talk to a kid, honestly, I'm often shocked by how much insightful stuff they have to say and how uninhibited they are to say it. I love that about kids. I'd also say that that's a kind of fundamental honesty. And honesty," she says, "first and foremost is a necessity for wisdom. You have to be able to confront what you see and tell it like it is." And I think that kids often bring a willingness to just jump out there and do things that we don't try so much when we're scared of being judged. Well, amen to that, right? Zoe, you may not be speaking to a national audience right now, standing before thousands and thousands of people. You're probably glad about that. But the God-given wisdom that you and all the other confirmands here today, Hunter and Kaylee and Samantha, and all of our children and youth here at Swedona have to offer by just telling it straight, is definitely something special worth listening to. So thank you for sharing your words of wisdom with us today. I'll hand it over to Zoe.
Hello. Last week I decided I wanted to do the sermon for confirmation because I was really inspired by Pastor's last sermon. I thought it would be very easy and would be the best sermon you've ever heard. Boy, was I wrong. This is not easy at all. The best, I guess we'll find out later. So losing my notes twice, making stupid videos of me recording myself with ideas, and 2 minor tantrums before I decided I would kill 2 birds with 1 stone. One of my confirmation requirements is to choose a Bible verse and explain why we chose it and what it means to us, which is one of the things Pastor does with her sermon every week. My verse is Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. "With all your heart you must trust the Lord and not your own judgment. Always let him lead you and he will clear the road for you." I chose this verse because I have an extremely hard time of letting God or anyone else take control. And me not having any say in it, which I'm pretty sure we all do. I struggled with knowing that my grandma Lori would beat cancer. I'm gonna cry. I have a hard time believing that there is nothing I can do to help with her treatment, except pray. Hey. My best friend is moving away. I'm moving away for a year. And I struggle entrust her that I will not lose her and that she will be okay without me, because no one is okay without me. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm very stubborn. And I don't like to be blamed. So to believe that so when I try to let someone lead me, I don't always trust them. Like Corey. As much as I love Corey, we was always sitting and reading, talking. I didn't think I was going to learn anything. But once again, boy, was I wrong. I've learned more about being a Lutheran, and in that class, I thought I would ever learn about God and the Bible. I've also learned that church is always here for me and supporting me. So about that, now as I struggle and as I succeed, and I lose and I win, I can know that God is always with me to lead me, and that Corey and my family and my church is always there to support me if I let them. I must choose and choose again, but this verse tells me that if I choose God and my church, I'm always right.
Amen. Zoe, we're so proud of you. See, I'm getting all teared up too. That's hard, isn't it? But you did such a good job, and we're really, really glad that you shared that with us today. Amen. All right, folks, you're going to remain seated. We're going to now have our hymn of the day, which is another video. So stay put, and we'll get that set up here in just a moment.